Hey everyone, and welcome back to Other Robert. I am Robert, and this is
Boys, girls, all of my troubles out there. Welcome back to Other Robert.
your introduction. Missed a very crucial part, Joe. This the part you normally do about me.
Oh, and all of his night and nights, of course.
Yeah, it's over. You killed it. So we are here to discuss Arrow season 5, episode 1, the premiere episode titled Legacy. This is the first live review we're doing for a DC related show. There's been several videos covering Gotham, trailers, sneak peeks, and whatnot. Joe even reviewed Flash last night.
Which was terrific.
It was a terrific episode. I thought his review was spectacular. But tonight we are discussing Arrow Live. So if you guys have, please comment. We'll try to respond to them as we go through. And we'll try to do this every week to discuss Arrow, Flash, and other shows such as this that come up. Supergirl randomly, I'm not sure. Gotham, who knows? But definitely Arrow and Flash for now. So
Legends of Tomorrow, probably not.
That one I cannot commit to. Supergirl, I think Joe has his own commitment on Monday nights, but Supergirl I will be covering live, not live, in a edited video, such as how I do the sneak peek, so we will be able to watch Supergirl or talk about Supergirl Monday the 10th, and Superman is coming to that. But we're not here to talk about Supergirl, or unfortunately Flash. We're here to talk about Oliver Queen, and Felicity Smoke, and Laurel Lance, and Quentin Lance, and Thea Queen, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, and this new team that,
the new team that's being foreshadowed to be building up. So in a lot of my reviews of the trailer, I figured that each episode would focus on a specific member of the new team, and this episode focused on Wild Dog.
This episode focused on Wild Dog?
It is, well, at least him fighting him when he shot him in the leg.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm focusing on trying to add him, not focusing on his personality, just focusing on new character to come.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw him end terrific in a sense. And
yeah, but he's already been established. We knew, like him saying I want to join the team was almost a moot point because he's essentially already there.
Yeah, this to me was essentially just a reintroduction to what we have going on, the status quo that's been established 5 months after
Oliver became mayor.
Yeah. Tyrese, Chad Coleman.
Yep.
I don't know.
He plays Tobias Church. Now, Tobias Church is a mob lord who's now essentially infiltrated the entire Star City mob. And I don't know. I thought it would be kind of Batman-y, but I was just kind of bored with him overall. I'm more interested in our new villain at the end of it, but he reminded me too much of the Dark Archer to be like completely enthralled.
That's what I was thinking when this episode ended. I said they introduced us to, I assume, are going to be two pretty big villains.
Yeah.
Neither one of them really popped though. None of them really had something, that pizzazz. Damien Dark, right? That
Damien Dark, was a villain in all of DC who's literally gets like a line on even a Wikipedia. He's very small. Ra's al Ghul is huge, and normally you don't think Ra's al Ghul to Arrow, but Damien Dark worked. But it might have been the acting. But here, Tobias and the new villains is Prometheus. It seems almost like a rehash of stuff that we've seen in other DC properties, and even this DC property.
Even this show, yeah.
Yeah, so Prometheus more so being a reflection of Malcolm Merlyn, who's not even here. Actually, though we could be seeing Malcolm next week or in 2 weeks on Legends.
Yeah, this was just, it wasn't the strongest season premiere, especially coming from Flash. They teased the Thea inclusion. They showed us why she won't really be called on for the rest of the season to help out. It makes sense.
I think that's going to break, though. I just don't think that she'll. I think she'll be too willing to help her brother. I don't think she'll go against it.
Yeah.
I think I don't mean to cut you off, but when I was watching it, I thought I think I watched too many trailers for it because I didn't expect her to get back into the suit so fast, and she was in the suit within 10 seconds of this episode. Even though it was to protect him, it was still like you didn't expect her to be in it.
I think that was just for us to see why she won't be back. I think that this was just showing us why it doesn't fit for her.
For now. Anyway.
Right. 23 episodes in a season goes along.
Oh yeah, there's no way that she'll become. Think about it. Earlier at the end of 2, after she found out that her father was Malcolm, she was like, I'm not a queen at all. I'm Merlin. And then she was like, I'm a Merlin, I'm a Merlin, I'm a Merlin. And then she switched back to being a queen.
Right.
Like, she will switch. It's almost guaranteed. I did enjoy her interactions with Oliver, at least talking about Laurel. And I thought Laurel's reveal at the in this episode would have been bigger than what it was.
She's serving a bigger purpose now that she's dead.
I think she's serving like a guiding spirit type thing.
She's a symbol at this point.
Yeah. I mean, her message, you said something very funny about her message, and explain. I thought it was interesting.
Oh, she said there'll be a little piece of me out there, even though she wasn't the first Black Canary.
Yeah, she's technically the second, but yeah. I guess. So I thought that was funny when you said that. So I don't know. I thought the message that she said to him that was like there must be this. I thought it was this dark secret or something like that, or something that would be prevalent throughout the plot, or at least a couple episodes. It was. I thought it was boring.
Personally, I had forgotten all about some kind of secret that she told him. So when she said, I'm like, oh, that's a nice little, I guess, like.
Yeah, I remember. I just finished season 4, like less than 2 months ago.
Right.
So it was similar. It was on my plate.
Just now with all these shows, and you have 4 of these DC Arrowverse type shows, this just didn't do enough for me for a season premiere to keep me intrigued.
The stakes were too low. Tobias Church's influence wasn't effective enough. You're showing Oliver trying to run a corrupted city, and I'm going to use corrupted loosely, and then you're showing him how he's working as the Green Arrow. But we've seen this before, and I don't even want to talk about the flashback that much because the whole Bratva thing is boring, and I don't think it's going to build upon him being a good archer, vigilante, or a good mayor. In fact, I think it's just going to weaken the plot.
Right.
I think flashbacks are essential if it serves to develop Oliver, but Oliver is a character that I don't think can develop at this point anymore.
It seems like he's regressing.
Yes, completely agree.
Because of the no killing. Because of the opposite, the yes killing, the lots of killing that he's now doing.
We just got a comment. CC Cole just said, I loved Arrow before they killed the Canary. Now I'm not interested in Arrow. I'm more into Arrow, Supergirl, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. I have to say I was very upset when they killed the Canary. I was not a fan of that.
Like I said, I like it now because of the way they're portraying the character. I think she, like I said, means more now that she's gone than she did when she was on, because she's now the symbol of I guess purity and this hero.
Well, that was the thing, because that was a key issue with Thea going to him. Like, that's not what she would have wanted, saying to Oliver, like, she doesn't want you to kill.
Right.
And that's her symbol, or that's what she's representing. And here he goes doing it. And then the episode just kind of ended. Also, Felicity has a new boyfriend, which I know you don't care about, but I don't like that.
Yeah, that just... I don't know. Felicity, I think... I mean, I read it a lot online, too. It seems like a lot of people are kind of over her after last season.
It's very hit or miss, unfortunately. I've seen that, too.
Yeah, she's just... Last season was a little bit too much with her. Too much of the show was Felicity and friends.
I will not agree with that.
And I think she just became a hypocritical, annoying character. So at this point, as a viewer, I'm so checked out with Felicity. It was cool to see the little Diggle.
Yeah, his came, honestly, I think his interaction with Oliver was really nice, especially when you think all the way back to season 1, like in the pilot when Oliver like ditched him to get out of the car. And
Right.
here he is calling upon him, asking, "Do you think we should build a new team?" And he goes, "You need to, because Star City, Starling City, Green Arrow City, is a
I think there's Star City now.
Star City is accustomed to a group of heroes to protect them, and they need it." And Diggle's right. And Oliver, the thing is, Oliver needs to let his walls down in order to embrace a new team, which he probably will piss off more than once.
Yeah, and we'll have 22 more episodes to see that play out.
Yeah, it's going to be. I believe the next episode is going to have a bit of Artemis in it, which I'm kind of curious to see how that'll play out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's going to fight her or if she's just going to join, but it's going to be like, no, you can't join. Yes, you can join. Oh, he's going to do something to make them mad. They're going to quit. Then he has to pull them back, and then there we go.
Yeah.
That's how Arrow works. It's worked like that for years.
Right. It's pretty
Formulaic
at this point.
Yeah. So I think that's really it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like it's talking about all the twists and turns that could happen due to a Flashpoint paradox, because that didn't happen.
This I think it was a pretty good week for television in total. Until we got to this episode, I said in a few of my episode reviews this week that these shows had intrigue. Gotham, Flash, Once Upon a Time, there's intrigue there, and I think the show's just lacking it after the season premiere.
You mean this season premiere? Because the season premiere of Once Upon a Time wasn't as good as the second episode.
No, I'm talking about this week of television.
Okay, yeah, this week of television was really good. In fact, I'm now really curious for next week's.
Yeah, I think it was a good week until this season premiere. I think just really lacked intrigue.
Yeah. So, next week, I even the little promo that they have, I don't even doesn't look like there's much going on.
No.
I think it's funny because Arrow's a show I really do like. It needs to move faster.
Something's missing. It's really.
Yeah, I agree.
It's missing, like I said, something that really just pops.
Yep. And that's where we leave it to you guys in the comments. Do you think there's something that Arrow is missing in order to make it a better show or a more interesting season?
Yeah, I mean, we're not like hating.
We're not hating on it. No. I like Oliver Queen.
Yeah,
I like the show.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
think it's in comparison to the three shows that have been reviewed chronologically on this channel this week, it's the weakest episode.
Yeah, by far.
That's kind of where it stands. So, if you are a fan of Flash, Arrow, which of the two episodes did you like better? Are you going to be checking out Supergirl when it airs on Monday? And what did you think of this premiere overall? Did you think of Tobias's church introduction or the introduction of Prometheus, aka Dark Archer 2.0?
I just want to clarify too. I don't think, like I said, Tobias Church was like, eh. I don't think it was Chad Coleman though. I think Chad Coleman did a fine job. I think it's the character that's missing something.
You can only do so many gangster stories.
It feels like we've seen this before with Arrow.
Yep.
So, and in many cases, villain of the week. Yep. Even though I think the character's name was Brick, I don't think Brick was necessarily a mob lord type character, but this feels like that guy Brick that we had on Arrow before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't
know. So, not horrible, just subpar for the moment.
Absolutely.
So, did you guys feel the same? Let us know in the comments below. If there's something with the episode that you thought really popped, let us know. I think Laurel's overarching status is quite good, is quite important to the show, and Team Arrow 2.0 is going to start to form. And that's our review. So thank you for watching, and we'll cover Arrow next week and Flash as well. All right, guys.